Hi, I'm Lyle.
And I'm Julia, and we are
Mr. and Mrs. A. Today we're gonna talk about singleness.
Ooh. Okay.
So hi guys, thank you for watching the first episode of our vlog. And we are a newlywed couple.
Yes.
Yeah, and we're happy. Are you happy?
Of course.
Sana naman, di ba? Na ano. So how was it so far? Being
It
married
was
to
fun, exciting, and awesome.
I'm just happy to do this with her. And yun nga. So again, we're gonna talk about singleness. Right?
Yeah, we're not single.
No, we're not single. So, kasi we believe that singleness is so important before you get into any relationship.
Yeah,
It's really
of course.
It's really important, right?
For me, singleness is important because it's the season where you will really know your strength, know what you want, what you don't like, know, and even parang build relationship with friends, with your family, hone your skills. So it's really important kasi wala ka pang kasama nun eh. So you know what you want. You don't.
So you don't have that responsibility of another person.
Yeah.
So no.
So yeah, go.
Sa akin, it's important because it's where you learn how to love yourself. Kasi whether you like it or not, there are areas in your life na unlovable. Kung ikaw mismo, you're having a hard time accepting it. So you will fall into the trap na parang, alam mo yan, expecting her to accept you for who you are. Kasi ikaw mismo, you don't accept who you are. You don't have that love. Then, yeah, it comes along with finding the source of that love. Right?
Yeah. Oh yes, especially with the time when I was with, alam mo yun, parang with not the people who view singleness in a different way, na parang, and parang siguro seeing, relationships na broken, people. So yun, siguro yun.
So what was the
But
effect? Like, what was the effect?
There was pressure, of course.
Pressure, yeah.
There was pressure parang to conform with what people thinks and what they want for you. But at the end of the day, it's you. So kung you're not ready for it, stop.
Oh yeah.
Yung pagka na magpa-impluensya, girl.
Yeah.
Ayun.
There was a time siguro that I really dreaded to be single. Kasi yun nga, a lot of your batchmates are getting married. Siguro you see it on Facebook. So siguro one factor here is you see other people. You're gonna be in a point where you're gonna see your friends getting married, living a life. Tapos mape-pressure ka talaga. Ang effect din doon is I cannot build genuine relationship with women. Kasi I feel like every time that I get too close to someone, there's this hidden agenda or malice.
That's bad.
Na,
That's bad.
Which is really bad. Na parang you cannot really identify anymore what's a genuine friendship with a woman or not. Kasi parang nandun ka always to thrive o pwede to. Ganun yung question eh. Parang, feasible siya maging wife. I mean, wife material siya, girlfriend material siya. So it's hard for you now to be more genuine and intentional of really building just a clean and pure friendship, di ba?
What made me happy?
But first, before that,
of course.
were you happy?
Of course, super.
So we're saying na we dreaded. There was a point in our life that we dreaded, but of course, we can't stay in that area. So the question is, were you happy?
Of course,
Okay,
happy,
that's
super
good.
happy. Siguro what I enjoyed, yun ba? What
Made you happy?
The relationships that I built during my singleness with my parents especially. We were closer during that time. Lumalabas kami together, kumakain sa labas.
Yeah.
Nagta-travel kami together. I traveled alone din. And I was able to parang, focus on my career. Focus on the things that I want to do during my single years. So it's really, for me, a fruitful years.
Fruitful years.
Yeah.
How long were you single?
8 years.
8 years. Tagal niya. That's so special for me. And, to answer the question, yes, I was happy when I was single. And I lived on my own when I was single. Most of my single years, not including the college years, but most of my single years I lived on my own. So I really found real brothers who stood by me. found those type of men who will really encourage me, not put me down, na parang who will help me to be a better man. But yun. Second is I learned to really hone my skills. Siguro kasi the difference when I was single and now that I'm married is that when I used to work before, parang money was never an issue. Siguro yun yung ano ko, when I was working, money was never an issue. I don't care how small I earn, as long as I have enough to survive so that I can do the things that I really love doing. Kasi I'm a videographer. So when you're starting when you're a videographer and you're starting, you don't earn that much. Okay? Because it's a battle of skills. So sa akin is hindi siya naging problema na parang ay shucks, ito lang kita ko ngayon. I was so contented with having enough na ano. The difference is when you're not single anymore, you have to really think about na, let's face it, it's reality. As men, you have to provide, you have to have something. Hindi naman kailangan na milyonaryo ka, but you have to have something. There was no other responsibility that I was carrying I was thinking about myself and how I can survive.
Siguro, ako for me, during my single years, I was able to focus on the ministry as well. Because, like in music ministry.
Yeah.
So, yun, like singing, as well as siguro, building relationship with people. Knowing who are my real friends, knowing the people who praise for me, who encourage me to be a better version of myself. So I think, and also knowing what I really want. Like, alam ko specifically when he asked me, gusto mo ba to? Hindi. Kasi alam ko na I'm not influenced by anything. So, I know what I want. I know what I don't like. So, knowing my standards as well.
Knowing your standards. And that's important.
Yes.
If you want to get into a relationship, you should know your standards. Yeah, that's a good thing. Actually, that's one thing that we need to know. One thing that you can develop. Personally, ako din, like ministry. Or for other terms, it's the social responsibility or the social duties that you do. Siguro ako naman, it's finance. One of the things that I really honed during my single years, I developed is my finance. I'm not saying na I'm a millionaire right now or I have a lot of money, but I really learned how to budget and everything.
It's good at that.
Na really prioritizing what to buy and what not to buy. Na kasi you will only really experience how to do budgeting if, you are faced with certain lack. Diba? Parang, hindi ka naman kasi matututo ng budget by simply having a lot
Yeah.
And personally, in my case, I wouldn't have learned how to budget my money if my parents were there constantly providing for me or giving me what I really need. So I really made that decision that to step out of our home and to really work and to live on my own. It's all by the grace of God that I was really able to finance as well my wedding, because I learned how to budget and I really learned how to save up. I don't have much. I believe I had just enough when before I met Julia. I was earning enough for myself, but because of really setting aside before I met her, setting aside small amounts, I was really able to marry her, to spend for our wedding. Kung naman sinasabing ako lahat gumastos, she helped in many ways. A lot of family members help. But
Friends.
Yeah, friends as well. But what I'm saying is that I learned how to budget. And siguro, hindi kami nahirapan sa finances because we know that we cannot spend more than what we have. Yeah.
Siguro ako, kasi diba sabi ko, I was able to build relationship with people. Siguro ako, I would redo it by, siguro, trusting the men around me rin. Kasi during that time, when I was single, it was also the time that I really parang takot ako to have friendship with other men because of the past experience. There should always be wall for me or boundaries as well.
Okay.
Pero siguro, knowing and parang working with other men din as well. And I think I was able to do it medyo dulo-dulo
Later on
part
na.
na. Like siguro, I was 8 years single. So, siguro I was able to do it like, siguro the last 2 years of being single. Pero siguro kung sa simula pa, kasi I grew up in, parang I grew up in, with sisters. I don't have brothers. So, ayun. So, siguro kung mas, alam mo yun, you get along with other people, understand them as well. So, yun. And really build relationship. Parang intentional relationship with men and women in your lives.
Yep.
Hindi mo lang kasing taon, yung mga, mas matanda pa sa'yo, mas bata sa'yo. You can learn from them.
In both ages.
So, siguro yun yung ire-redo ko.
Siguro, if I'm going to redo my singleness, I would really build genuine relationship with women not friendship na walang hidden agenda na parang ay pwede siyang maging wife.
Pwede.
Kasi yung parang ako personally I came to a point like that na parang sa sobrang desire ko na magka-relationship, parang lahat ng babae na ma-meet ko, especially sa church, na parang sinasabi ko, tingin ko pwede siya kasi she believes in God. Pero it's different when you set your mind na every time you meet a person is you really just want to build the relationship. Na parang it's friendship. And I believe through that you will really see na parang the world is so big and your standards will get higher. Kasi out of the people you meet, like women, you will see what standard of a woman you want to date really when you have genuine friendship with women. No, which is yan yung story din namin kasi for 3 years we've been like acquaintance, like hi, hello. I don't hindi ko masasabing friend kami, but we see each other at church for 3 years and there's no hidden agenda between two of us. That's why siguro when I decided to pursue her, it was surprised. She was surprised, but for me it was not a struggle kasi from the very beginning, I knew that from the very beginning there was no intention really of making her fall in love. It's just that I knew there was this certain time that I knew that these are the characteristics of a woman I want to be with for the rest of my life. Kaya yun siguro, it was easier because it was a friendship or it was a relationship with no biases.
All in all,
singleness is
so
something
much
that you need to enjoy and not endure. And yeah, I'm happy that I was able to do a lot of things during my single years. So
Me
do you?
Yes, traveling, mountain climbing, painting, cooking, lahat.
Ako sleeping
lahat
at home and just sleeping at home more and
writing,
sleeping at home more. So, yun. Thank you so much. This is Lyle.
And this is Julia.
And we are
Mr.
and Mrs. A. Watch out for our next episode. Bye-bye.